Hello everybody, this is Clur from the LessThanGoodGamers. Today we're going to be playing another episode of The Legend of Grimrock. This is going to be a little weird, a little off base. It would appear when I recorded the video, my sound did not capture. I think I have rectified the problem, but I also saved the game at another one of these fancy crystals, ruining my chances of replaying the stuff without completely starting the game over again and changing everything that you guys have seen. So to avoid that, I am going to narrate the things that I did, hopefully efficiently. Anyways, I found out that I learned a little bit about scrolls this episode. Um, Most scrolls are just little information bulletins, like just telling you some shit about the world, I guess. Um, I also like to overuse food. I learned that this time around. Anyways, let's just keep playing. Let's see what I'm doing here. Uh, I'm gonna turn around, grab this scroll here. This is a poison cloud. It requires earth. So I learned that when you level up, you gain 4 skill points to spend. So you get to put those into... Yep, so you get to grab those and use your earth scroll. That's what I was talking about there at the time. When stairs are also automatic, which I thought was a little weird. I don't get to enjoy my fun stairs walking ability, but also I don't have to encounter any enemies on stairs so far. I chose to go this way. It is an adventure and a half, as you will see. Alright. So we'll take care of this snail. Going over. These things are ugly as fuck, if I do say so. It's at this point that I wished I had a salt missile attack to take care of this snail. I think it would be an instant KO. Alright, so turn around. What to do with these boxes and barrels? You are unable to loot them, it would appear, by clicking, so I just decided to destroy them, and I didn't gain anything by doing it. I have no knowledge whether or not items take damage. I don't see any bars or anything like that in inventories, so we don't know. Go through this gate, continue on our adventure to these cavernous depths of hell. Okay, so we got a locked door. Keep going through. 2 ways to go. Oh, there's just a rock there. Keep going. With a lever there. Opens this cage. And it was Loot City. Yes, Loot City. Clur has leveled up, too. I don't know when I noticed when I was actually playing. Probably right there. Where did I put that item? There we go. He's dressed out in purple swag now. I'm a baller now, guys. Oh god, I hate swag junkies. I feel sick to myself even saying that now. I'll grab some jerky, some mole jerky. I don't know who's down here making jerky, but somebody is. Spending points. Now this was weird. I guess if you spend points, you don't get to. If you make a mistake, you don't get to take them back. So I kind of messed up in that respect. I didn't really think to the future when I was spending my points, and I kind of just threw them all into random stuff. Not really random. I kind of read ahead a little bit. Let's see. As you can clearly see here, I'm describing all of the different things that I thought I could do. If you put points into athletics like level 2, you put 2 in there, you get your strength and 5 vitality, and so on and so forth. Armor is just the different kinds of armors and strength bonuses and vitality bonuses and stuff like that. Weapons is very similar. Um, Athletics is probably what I would put things into on a non-tanking character, even though it does give a bunch of tank specs like vitality and all that. It's gonna be really hard. We're gonna see how separate Clur becomes from the Minotaur. I think they might end up being the same thing. Not on purpose, but there doesn't appear to be too many ways you can go with it. Everything seems to be fairly straightforward in the menus. This is where I waste food. Love to waste the food. I imagine you don't have to eat that often. I chose to, though. Some silk hose. Let's grab those fancy pants. Pretty sure everybody in my party is actually wearing pants that have the same or better protection than those, so they're just gonna sit in my inventory. Alright, let's continue on. Okay, that was the way I went. Go down this way. We got a door with a lever, and it appears there's a skeleton behind us. I hear bones or something. Oh, shit. Spraying me with poison. I should probably back up. Yeah, I backed up. There we go. What I'm doing here is, I guess they actually take damage from their friendlies. Or, I don't know if they're actually friendly. But because he's standing behind him, he's gonna take 5 damage from his buddy behind him every time he shoots. Oh, they all leveled up there. I'll show you how we'll spend the points here in a second. I'm just gonna finish this combat phase. Okay. Kill that. Wasted some fire there. I don't know why fire doesn't have a better range. Just basically the block in front of you, and that's about it. I imagine I'll get like a missile or something later on. That'll be like a combination between earth and fire. Spend it in armor and maces. This is where I realized that, oh crap, I should have probably spent some of that in athletics. Grab some health. But I didn't think it through. Too far ahead. This game's a learning process, though. Eventually I'll be like numero uno or something at some point. Probably never. At this game. Alright, so we'll spend some points on this guy. I threw it all into throwing weapons, I think, when I did this. Because they're both, see, go back and check, see, both throwing weapons. Throw it all into throwing weapons. Because why not, right? Now it's all the way to 9. I'm looking back, thinking assassinations would probably have been a good idea. Also dodge. I think I'm gonna start putting things into dodge because that's my armor. Light armor appears eventually in dodge, I think around level 10 or something. So we'll have to start doing a trade-off. Or so I can use that poison spell that we got earlier, that poison cloud spell. Throw 3 into earth. Upon reading that appears to be my way to get evasion and protection and stuff like that through there. I don't know if I should be holding on to those scrolls that just tell me things. If I should be getting rid of them. I don't think we're ever going to encounter a vendor in these tombs. Like I said in a previous episode, I don't know. Or in the first episode, I don't think I said that, but I don't think we're going to. And a badass machete. Nothing beats a rusty machete. Nothing beats a rusty machete. Just the way it is. I don't know how to, if there is a way to put points into ranged weapons on him. Fighters might be all melee, like up close stats. Probably the best way to go anyways would be that and just swords at this point. Because the machete is considered a sword. I think the rogue does have a ranged option for ranged weapons. Oh, here's where I found a awesome key. Oh, I couldn't figure out how to pick it up. There we go. Awesome key and a compass that actually works. It does point north, which took me a second to realize that if it's in your hand, when you move, it actually moves along with you. Yeah, me for an old-fashioned compass, better than any sword, a more valuable tool than any sword, as the description would say. Okay, let's continue on. Let's put it in his hand. This is what testing the waters here. It does move when you move. The red arrow's probably north. That's how it is on most compasses. Points north. So, I don't know if really knowing where north is an asset to me at this point. The tunnels are pretty close up. We haven't really expanded outward yet. We'll see. I imagine there'll be some really dark tunnels at some point where I won't have any torches and I will need the compass to steer myself through them. And it will become quite necessary. Do that. Okay. This little message on the wall says, shelter left, cells right. I look left here, but I don't see anything. I imagine if I put under further recollection, if I put a torch there, I imagine that would open into a door. But I do not do that in this video. Because puzzle game thinking has never been my strong suit. I'm gonna have to become far superior at it at some point. So there's another snail. Do some combat here. I don't know why Minotaur's got such bad friggin' accuracy. Misses like out of 5 swings, he probably misses 3 of the swings. Like there's got to be a better way. There's some arrows in there. I do not know how to open these cells, and I do not figure it out. So I never get at those arrows. But you can grab things that are fairly close to you through the bars. I know that. Got myself some light armor. No one has light armor efficiency yet. And it actually gives a -5 to your evasion if you don't have light armor efficiency. So I don't think that +1 to protection is worth it at all, really. I don't think it's worth it at all for any of these characters. To lose 5 evasion just to gain 3 proficiency. Eventually, under dodge, the rogue does get light armor. And under armors, both the Minotaur and Clur eventually do obtain light armor as well. I don't know what I'm doing. I should be grabbing that key. Yeah, see, light armor efficiency level 17. Level 17. God, that would take some time. To throw so they've all leveled to 2, and I only got 4 points per level. I wonder if it's going to remain to just be 4 per level, or if it's going to increase to say 5, and then maybe 6, and then maybe 7. Doubtful, though. Probably going to remain to be 4. Now that 4 isn't a generous amount of points to spend. A lot of games would give you like 1 per level or something ridiculous like that. Armor Master. Gotta get that up to level 25, man. Armor Master, plus 25 to protection just to have it. Boom. Okay, so I can't grab those arrows. Gonna continue on through these caverns. These cells. And this is where I reach an impasse. I'm going to lose 2 rocks no matter how you swing it. I don't know why I like to use the mouse to change where I look. I should be using Q and E, but I use the mouse. Okay, so there's no telling what's gonna come out of that door. I should back off. I think. Didn't open the cage. That didn't open. I'm gonna check frequently though. So let's see. So there we go. Coming out of the darkness is a evil rat bat hybrid. Terrifying looking. It's blind as well. You don't need eyes when you live in the dark. Or something. So we use the poison spell and actually learn it upon using it if you have the scroll in your inventory. It does affect you as well if you walk into it stupidly like I did. It would appear food eliminates the poison. I don't know if it's all foods or just certain foods that eliminate the poison. We'll soon find out. But down the dark, creepy tunnel we go. Okay, so there's tons of baddies. I can hear them in the distance. Just gonna go back and check to see if that cell opened. It didn't. Arrows are still out of my reach. Though this prisoner got a torch in his cell, so he must have been a prestigious prisoner. If they have a torch in his cell that he could use as a weapon or even kill himself with, because no one wants to be imprisoned here. I don't imagine this was very fun. Another saving stone. Okay. So, what does this say? I should probably click it to tell you. No weapons allowed inside. So I would have to give up my weapons to go in there. And there's snails in there. Torch doesn't count. Screen's flashing. Seems to be darker. Uh-oh. My torch is dying. Run, guys, run! Run to find a torch before the world goes black. Run to find a torch. Okay. I don't really know how torches work. I guess if you put them back in there, they just go back to being lit forever. I don't know if that recharges them, or if I pick that right up, it's going to be empty again. I'm thinking it's probably just going to be empty again. So this requires 2 keys to open both of these gates. One of the keys is probably ahead. Don't know where that goes. Holding cells. So it goes to some holding cells. Don't know if at this point I didn't know if I went through that, if I'd be able to come back. And that saving stone is definitely something that I want to see. Enter thy grave. At this point I stupidly jump on the pressure plate in the center of the room. I pre-assumed that was going to happen. I knew I was going to be fucked as soon as I did that. Then this happened. Got ourselves a skeleton knight that I own in the beginning. Can't even handle me. Look at it. Then there was 2. And then there was 3. If you can see in the background, another one is opening. Steady. Hit him with the mace. There you go. Fun watching myself go. Hopefully this never ever happens again, and I do apologize for this. Needless to say, I messed up bad. And this is all my fault. And now you guys are gonna have bad entertainment because I'm terrible at it. So it'll never happen again. It will be properly narrated from this point forward. Episode 2 will be a stain on my existence. For eternity. 3 switches. 3 switches that no doubt open the door behind me. And set me free into the world. This is the point where I was really looking at weapons to see if they actually do have a deterioration factor. I imagine they probably don't. I don't see anything that would say that they would. They all look pretty rusted as is. I also could be blind, and I could be missing it completely. It could be completely obvious that there is a deterioration factor, and I haven't noticed yet. Sorry for the yawn there. Okay. So, already well into the thousands for XP purposes. Scroll of Ice Shards requires 3 Ice Magic and 3 Earth. I think I already have the 3 Earth, so that's why it's not showing it there, but the Earth block was highlighted. Grab some Tattered Cloaks. +2 to Evasion. Why not? Some Bone Necklace. It doesn't actually do anything, it would appear. Premium that is bound. I didn't even read it. Look at that. That's terrible of me. Next episode, I am going to go back and I am going to read that properly to see if it actually does do something. I was really stupid to not read that. That was bad of me. Okay, so we're gonna leave without even looking for a key or pressing that button on the wall. Now watching this again, I noticed. Man, I am terrible. I didn't even press the button on the wall. So I just have to give up the one weapon there. So I do give him a knife to fight with. But not very efficient with knives. See? So he hits far more often. Nope, maybe not. I gotta be more observant. I have to focus more on the game, and I have to... Well, I'm focusing on the game, that's not... I have to look at the walls, I have to turn my character around more often in doorways so I don't miss those things like that. I don't know what that button does, because obviously I didn't do it when I played through, which was a huge error on my part. I'm sorry that I didn't. You guys are gonna miss something cool because of what I just did. So we do need a second key. And I do not have a second key. Oh, clear button that I did not press. It is so clear to me to see it now. I did not press it. There's my throwing dagger, though, so we'll take that. Eventually, I'll probably find more of those, and I'll get rid of rocks, and I'll just be using the javelin thing there, the spear, and some throwing knives, because they do more damage than the rocks do. Okay, so there was no key in this room, which means the key is definitely in the holding cells. Off to the holding cells we go. So this button did bring a bunch of bags into the cells. I don't actually know how to open them. I'm sure it's clear as day. It's probably that second button I never pressed. That button down there. I just like to throw things now. My newfound joy of throwing. I turn around and press that second button now, and I grab that other... brings the bags back. And I imagine that that other button there probably opens the cell, but again, I missed it. I don't know how I'm missing these things, because I'm so plainly seeing them now. I don't feel good about it. I'm gonna have to backtrack a bit. And -5 to evasion. Ugh. Stupid light armor. Giving me minuses. Oh well, we'll give it to the tank, because he doesn't actually need... Well, he does, but he's not gonna get it. There we go. Let's unlock this cage. Go to the next room. Okay, so there's another saving stone. Gives me health and all that good stuff, along with saving. This is the point where I knew I couldn't go back. I didn't know the sound didn't work until later. I don't know. I still don't know why it didn't record, but it's recording now. So that turns that off for a short period of time, giving you seconds to run through. Don't want to go down there. Not that I couldn't take that easily, but... Just another portal that way that's going to require 2 keys to get into. Push the button. Disappears. I try throwing rocks at the button. It takes me a little while just to figure out that I can just press the button and run. See, I'm standing here foolishly throwing rocks at a wall. I even try a second time. Try to aim. Not gonna happen. Okay. Press the button and run. Didn't work. Tried again. Done deal. Got through. That was wonderful. I'm so proud of myself. Save myself from falling into that hole again. Through the door we go. Inside here we obtain a hand axe. Clur has always used axes in other fantasy games that I've played, like World of Warcraft and all that good stuff. I've always preferred axes. So we're actually gonna turn around and equip that axe. It actually has one better stat anyways. It's slightly better than the machete. I have put stuff into axe proficiencies. Well, we're gonna jack it next time. There we go. So these stat bonuses only apply while using axes. So if you put things into axe proficiency, you're only gonna get those bonuses while you're using that particular weapon. Replenished. Taking a backup torch. I imagine that will come in handy at some point. Okay, so we're gonna save again. We're gonna call it an episode right here. In this room, we're gonna continue on through these other passages next episode. This has been Clur from the LessThanGoodGamers. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Sorry about the audio. That's my bad. Anyways, hope you guys had a good time watching.